let's go down to week 3 of the college football slate. We got our team of the week here. And my team of the week is a team that I was not high on, and I said I actually had in my game of the week from last week. It's the LSU Tigers. They came out and curb stomped Mississippi State from the word go. It was never in question, never in doubt. LSU was by far and away the better team. They are still in playoff contention, and we got to see good Jaden Daniels. Brian Kelly called a heck of a game, and defense was flying around, and Mississippi State didn't know what hit them.
Well, Dylan, I'm also in a college fantasy football league this year, and believe me, I know that Jaden Daniels had a good game. I was playing against him, and he put up a 40. He put up a 40 burger on me.
40 burger.
He put up a 40 burger.
You hope you're not gonna run into him in a spa and punch him in the face like Ruxton did?
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
No, okay.
But like I said, I can't guarantee it. So for some reason in my life, if I ever run into Jaden Daniels, I might remind him what he did to me in week 3 of the 2023 season. So watch out, Jaden. That's all I got to say about that. But just like you, I picked for my game of the week, and I'm going to go with the Florida Gators because they came out Saturday night in the Swamp and they looked like, hey boys, we need this game. We know what the media is saying about us. We know the pressure our head coach is feeling, these fans, and just the locker room itself. With the good recruiting class with Billy Napier and staff they got coming in, and in the world of the transfer portal, if you don't ball out, coaches are going to come in and they're just going to totally gut this roster. And they just looked like they wanted it more than Tennessee on week 1. I mean, Tennessee, now we're seeing a trend. Big game on the road with Josh Heupel as their head coach. They're frauds. Last year, South Carolina and Georgia, they fell on their face. Saturday, they came out and they were just kind of ho-humming around, and Florida did whatever the heck they wanted to do against them. And they had 183 yards on the ground, and Graham Mertz had 0 turnovers. You're either going to get the really
big
good
one with him.
That's the big one right there. And if he can continue to not turn the ball over, who knows? Florida might be able to make a bowl game this year. Their schedule is still hellacious. I get they have Charlotte this week, so they should be 3-1. But I'm going to give props to Florida. They balled out when they needed to, and they got a big win against an SEC foe. And Tennessee struggles continue in the Swamp. They haven't won there since what, 2003?
I think it was 2003, yeah.
2003, damn.
Yeah, I don't even know who was playing for Tennessee in 2003. Who the quarterback would have been. Maybe Arian Foster might have been playing for Tennessee. He might have been a freshman around that time, I think. Could have been, but...
All you got to say is the last time Tennessee beat Georgia, George Bush was in office. That's all, that's all you got to say. And people be like...
Tennessee beat Georgia in the Swamp. Because...
Yeah. Well, because they beat them last year in Knoxville. And they beat them, I think, in like 2016 or...
that was when Florida was down to like their 8th string quarterback.
That is correct. And, Tennessee celebrated like they were going to win everything. And it's like, well, you should have beat this team. This game shouldn't have been this close. But
because the year before that, Florida won on a Hail Mary. And then the year before that, that was the last game Will Grier played as a Florida Gator.
Oh,
where they had that massive comeback.
Yeah.
And that was back in my when I would listen to Paul Feinbaum every day.
Okay.
Which is can be a very entertaining show.
Oh yeah.
Listening to those fans bicker back and forth with each other.
Them fanboys down in the SEC are just different.
Yep. And there were some regular callers, and I just remember this one fan because there was a Tennessee fan that called, and then the next one was a Florida fan, and he goes, "Paul, next time a Tennessee fan calls, just say 11 years in a row." So, and then when Will Grier, or when they won it in 15, that would have been 12.
Yeah.
But I just remember that guy just saying 11 years in a row. 11 years in a row. And yeah, I'm not. I think that's more. I don't think this Florida winning this game means Florida is good by any means. But I also proves if we had a told you so segment for the college week
It
2,
would be
Tennessee would have definitely been on the told you so team.
without question. And you just kind of looked how they didn't have any energy, they didn't have any passion. And again, you look at this Tennessee recruiting class that's coming in these last couple of years with Heupel, a lot of good wide receivers, a couple nice players in the secondary here and there, and a running back, but no defensive linemen, not too many offensive linemen, and they can't get the best defensive players in the state of Tennessee to stay there. So this is who Tennessee is going to be. They're going to be a really good 9-3, 10-2 team, but it's going to come with an asterisk because they're going to beat every team they should and play about 500 ball against teams that have the same talent as them.
Yep, lose to Georgia every year.
Lose to Georgia every year, lose to a combination of Alabama and Florida every year. When you got to play a team like, Tennessee or Auburn in a crossover game, that's going to be a 50-50 game.